Hello, my fellow YouTubers and my TikTokers. This is Roy back again. On the last video I posted, I didn't get a chance to show how when you switch the poles, how it actually flips the poles inside. I did show that in a compass, but I want to show it now to where I stick this heavy piece of metal to edge magnets by using 24 volts now instead of 12, because I did mention if you use 24 it will stick. So we're going to stick it to edge magnets, and then we're going to flip the poles. It should fall to the ground, and that will show pretty much that's a PMH all the way around. And on top of that, this center bar is isolated from everything, as well as the magnets are isolated from everything. There are no conductivity from the magnets to anything else other than the magnets, even though it's being squashed together between this rim and that rim. Squashed, it's isolated. And then this, even though the bolts come through the magnets, and they also come up behind this ring here that goes all the way around, that ring is isolated, so it could be an opposite pole. Now let's go ahead and do the experiment. Alrighty, so we're gonna put this up here, and obviously these magnets aren't strong enough to hold it. Now let's go ahead and we're going to connect. Let's make sure I got the right ones here. So this is the positive. Okay, so we got the negative on one end of the wire. This is one wire that wraps around the whole wheel. And the way I set the wire up, so it has the same pole on the end of the magnet as the magnet's natural pole position. So yellow is south. Okay, you can see it. And blacks are north. South, north, south. And let's go ahead and do the test. Gonna connect that, and we're sticking. Oh, also I put my EMF meter inside, and it just turned off. But now we are on, and now we're gonna disconnect. Well, let's do this again, because it was supposed to stay. So let's see if we can, there we go. We're disconnected and it stayed, okay? So now the electrons that we caught up in the wire is now running inside Ed's wheel. And where is it running? Is it running through the magnets? Listen, the magnets are magnets, right? Just like the neodymiums. Magnets are a closed loop circle. Closed loop circuit. So where are they running? Well, they're running inside this metal ring here, because it's isolated from everything, or they would run off to ground and disappear. No, they got to be in there somewhere. So here they are, they're trapped. So let's go ahead and switch the poles, and we'll put the negative on this side and the positive on this side. Get my finger and my toes away, and all we're going to do is touch it. And now we have released. So I could put a light like Ed does on the PMH to show the back EMF of that release. Does come out the back through the wire. Interesting stuff. We'll get into more dynamics of that. Right now I'm working on also the center coil. And the other thing is fascinating. I'm bringing this coil here, and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them all around. And they're my drivers, and they're going to be no core inside of them. This thing will be going crazy fast. And if you don't believe me, I can get rid of that. I can take this, which goes to something. And the yellow goes to something. I'm going to say this goes here. And then we're missing one wire. This is pretty interesting too, because you're going to see that I can get a lot of speed out of this. Let me get this out here. Oh, okay, that red wire is not the wire. Oh, yeah, it is. We'll take that. We'll undo it here. One-handed. I'm going to go back over to this. The drive wire is this guy. So this is the drive wire. That's already there. So this red wire here has to go to the other end of this light. And that light is sitting there. And the green wire, the one that's all by itself. Okay, so this does go nowhere. This goes somewhere. And now we should see a light. No? Oh, not yet. Ready? We should see a light. Oh, all right, so now I know I got my circuit hooked up. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to turn this up here. And I'm going to slide this wheel off the handle. And let's get it turned a little bit. And now you're going to see the light you see is 12 volts. It's the back EMF off of what's driving this wheel here. So let's look at this. I want you to see the speed and listen to it. She's moving. Now watch this. See the light went away? Now slide it over here. Now this thing's getting a back EMF. Oh, we got light on. And now let's use it as a driver. And you can see it picking up speed. So imagine 7 of these driver coils. I would have great speeds. And also this metal pulley is going to be my high voltage electrostatics. Be a rubber band with another pulley, and you can see this thing is humming. That's wasted energy there. It's the back EMF. So yeah, cool studies. Yeah, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure it's all gone. And moving on. This is Roy's work on Ed Leedskalnin's wheel, and basically I am just setting up my own system, trying to use Ed's writings, and he did show the PMH stuff. That was awesome. These magnets only have 10 turns on here. This will be rewound, so they're gorilla strength, and those 2 connections. You do see, I don't plan on turning this wheel at all. It's more about the dynamic of moving energy around in an atomic fashion, I would say. Leave your comments. Be kind. I don't mind. Having a good night. Remember, life is pain. You got to make it pleasurable.